So my next guest today is Jason Norman from EVS International. Welcome, Jason. Nice to see you.
Trevor, pleased to meet you.
Okay, so I want to talk today a little bit about the solder recovery process, because you've got machines that recover solder on behalf of bar solder from wave soldering systems, basically, and selective, I would guess. To an
Yes,
extent.
you can do selective as well.
So what are the key benefits of working with your systems?
Okay, so benefits for the customer we are not recycling, we're recovering the customer's solder from their dross.
Right.
Within dross coming from waves or selectives, obviously wave will produce a lot more dross than a selective because of the size of the bath and it's being flowed, it's being pumped more. But on average, our machines recover anything from 50 to 80% reusable alloy from their dross.
50 to 80?
50 to 80% is the average, somewhere in the middle, depending on whether they're running nitrogen or how they take the dross from the pot. But average is 50 to 80%. And not a lot of customers actually know that because they look at the dross and they just think it's waste, and the alloy companies will give them free of charge buckets and offer the service to take that waste off them.
Right.
But when they actually see a demonstration on our machine, so we have 3 different sizes of machine, we have a 10-pound capacity, we have a 20-pound capacity, and a 40-pound capacity. So depending on how much dross you create per D-dross is depending which machine is best suited for your process. But once you actually see the demonstration and you put the dross in the machine and you run the cycle, which only takes an hour, and then it separates the oxides from the solder, you get this wow factor, like you can't believe that there was that much solder. And as we know, solder prices since lockdown has only been ever increasing.
Absolutely.
I mean, tin solder itself at London Metal Exchange has just gone to $32,000 a tonne.
No.
So your raw material cost for any manufacturer is a big cost.
Yeah.
And I can save them on average 50% on what they're currently spending on solder per month or per year we're not recycling, we're recovering. It's nobody else's dross other than the customers.
Okay.
And we're extracting their solder from their dross to reduce their solder purchase by at least 50%.
Okay. So what about the purity of the solder that you recover?
Yep.
I mean, does it alter the composition of the solder in any way?
No, our machine doesn't alter any composite of the material. What you put in is what you get out. Okay. Now, the industry, we all work to IPC tolerances and we have a minimum and maximum. We don't change state. All the machine is doing is separating the oxides from the solder. So it's, I'm not going to say it's exactly the same, but it's within a few percentage points because the way that the solder companies use, or that people have testing equipment, they use a spark spectrometer machine.
Yeah.
These are not 100% accurate, and when you send the sample off for solder testing, they shoot it 5 times and they take an average of those 5 tests.
Okay.
Same with an XRF, a handgun, does the same thing.
Yeah.
The spark spectrometer is more accurate than a spark spectrometer because it sees deeper into the solder.
Yeah.
But we've done years and years worth of analysis, and we encourage our customers to do analysis as well. And whenever we do a demonstration, when we take the dross from the solder bath and put it in our machine, we take a sample of the solder bath. Then when the solder comes out of the machine, we take a sample of that. We send it off to our tester in the UK to get an analysis. We invite the customer to do the same, whichever means, whether they've got in-house testing or they use a third-party lab. And they always come back exactly the same, not exactly the same as in his pot, but always within IP tolerances, so you can put it back in the pot. Now, if that wasn't the case, Trevor, me and you would not be having this conversation now, would we?
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't be able to sell EVS
I'm
machines.
sitting here wondering, why is everybody not doing this?
Yes, that's a question that I ask myself a lot too.
So what is the penetration or the number of market penetration you've got with this product? I mean, how many people are actually recycling their solder?
Quite a lot. Not as many as I'd like, obviously.
No, percentage terms. 10% people doing it? 20% people doing it?
I would say 20-25% of the companies in the world are using
recycling?
Recovering, not recycling.
Right.
We're recovering. So when we talk about recycling, we talk about waste coming from every different angle to one location.
Well, you're reusing.
We're reusing. So we're recovering the alloy from the customer's dross. It's nobody else's dross by
Right.
the customers.
Right.
So we're just extracting their alloy, so we're recovering. So even though we call it a recovery machine, not a recycling machine, because I think within the industry, when you talk about recycling, I don't know whether that...
Because it gives an impression of general waste, yeah.
Yes, general waste, yeah. Where we're using... It's nobody else's dross apart from the customer's dross. It's come out of their bath, yeah, and it's going to go back into their bath.
Right.
And by doing that, we can save the customer 50% on their monthly solar purchase, which is a massive figure, really.
It is. It
really
is. So, do you do this? You offer this purely as machine sales, or do you do it as a service as well?
No, I don't do it as a service. We just purely sell the machine. We offer the service backup and the servicing of the machine to the customer. It's a very simple machine to operate and to service. When we sell the machine, one of the parts of my job is to go and train the customer and his technicians and his wave operators. So there's 4 levels of my training. So we've got level 1 is operation training, level 2 is a cleaning stop that takes about 15 minutes every 5 cycles. Then we have a PM service, and then we train their engineers to fault find, look at the wiring diagrams, components, and every aspect about the machine. Then we support the customer via, telecommunication links, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, whatever they want to use, Zoom meetings and things like that, so we can support the customer.
What about maintenance on the machine? Is there a lot of...
No, it's 10 to 15 minutes every 5 cycles.
Right.
And on our big machines, the safest customer's running SAC 305, and they put £40 in the pot, we're running to thousands of dollars per cycle.
Right.
It does become big money. Honestly, when you look at the data of the performance of the machine and the money that they're saving, it can run into $100,000 a year, depending on how much dross they're creating.
Right.
And our most expensive machine is only a $48,000 investment. We just had. I don't like to mention any customers' names for obvious reasons, but we just had a customer purchase a machine that he collected his dross for 3 months before he bought the machine, and all he's got to do is recover his own solar from the dross,
he's paid
for the machine outright. Now that's a fantastic return on investment.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen a lot in this industry.
No, you're right. You're right.
I call our machine the chicken that lays the golden egg, because every time you feed it, it saves you money.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And based on that, if you had a chicken that lays a golden egg at home, that would be the best fed kept chicken in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
So I instill that into my customers and people I train that take care of the machine, because this is a chicken that lays the golden egg.
It's just going to keep giving you money.
It's just going to keep saving you money. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for any customer watching this video, if they don't believe it, then when they see it, they believe it. And we offer a free of charge, no obligation demonstration.
Right.
Where we bring in we've got a little desktop unit called the EVS 500. It's only a little £10 capacity pot, but it's perfect for putting in the trunk of my car, running it around the country, which is what I do. We come into your premises, we run your dross through the machine, work out a percentage recovery rate and a performance, and from that we can project an ROI, give you an ROI and specification on the machine that we recommend, and then take it from there.
Okay. So, the company is obviously based in Isle of Wight. Do you have offices or work through reps over here?
We have distribution network throughout the world. In America, obviously, we work with the rep network. In Europe, we have more distributors and things like that. So, we cover wherever we can sell with the distributor or a rep network, and then we support them or we support the customer direct.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Jason, it's fascinating to hear, some of the stories of how you can recover your so much solar from your process here. So I want to thank you for coming in and talking to us about it today.
Thank you very much. If your customers want any more information, our website is www.solderrecovery.com. Get in touch with me that way. There's videos on there showing the process working, and I'd love to give anybody who wants a free demonstration a demonstration.
There you go. You heard it here first. So thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
For micro dispensing, there is one product line that is proven and trusted by manufacturers in semiconductor packaging, electronics assembly, medical device, and electromechanical assembly the world over. DL technology. Superior pumps and needles for the finer things in life.